Well, the major causes of low achievement of disadvantaged children are the economic and social conditions with which they come to school. And these economic and social disadvantages are numerous. If you take two groups of children who are equal in every respect, except that one group of children is absent more often because of asthma or is drowsy in school, the group of children with asthma is going to achieve at lower levels on average than the children who don't have that level of asthma. And we know that African American children in urban neighborhoods have asthma at about 4 times the rate of middle-class white children.
Having said that, I think it's a very good investment that we spend it now to teach children about how to develop policy, what policy is, so that they can affect in a positive way their future generations as well as their community. I think it's a very good idea that we start teaching our kids how to develop policy right now so that they can positively affect the future.
Yes, we ought to be teaching our children policy. Learning is sequential. You build on learning. You connect on learning. We give them everything else.
I would even suggest that we start as early, as the child begins to show cognition and able to make choices and able to understand, even in the home, why certain choices are not good for him or her, and helping them to develop a personal frame of reference so that they begin to understand that they're not at the mercy of the things that happen to them in life, but that they have within them the capabilities and the capacity to be able to have a say and some power about the contour and the context and the direction of their lives.
I believe also that we need to teach our children how to advocate for themselves. After all, who would be their best advocate but themselves? They can speak with a passion that only they can justifiably speak with and speak to with regards to any issue that they're passionate about.
I believe that children need to start advocating for themselves even earlier in middle school. It's very important as we begin to nurture our young people that we teach them how to become advocates for themselves. There's no need of waiting until a child gets older. There's an old proverb that says, train a child in the way that he or she should go. And that begins early on, that you begin to train them how to advocate for things that are right, how to advocate for truth, and how to advocate for justice in everything that affects them or the equality of their community.
And I believe we should introduce our children to coding skills. Once we introduce them to coding skills, we will introduce them to recession-proof careers.
I would start off with Python. Python it's a whole language. It's super, super user-friendly. Web development on its own is fairly easy to understand without any programming experience. So therefore, you can teach HTML and CSS without any prerequisites. But for the programming languages themselves, I would begin with Python because that's simply the easiest one to write and understand all the core concepts with.